Wow, what an amazing day to sit on my couch and do nothing. Wait a second. Biddy, the couch is gone.
Oh, did it break or something?
No, like, it's just gone.
Check outside.
Okay, I don't see how that would help. He did not. Hey Starism, you mind telling me why the hell you stole our entire couch? And moreover, how the heck you managed to do so?
Well, maybe you should have had your base locked. Especially since he had something that had such good stats.
Starism, what are you talking about? Oh. Yeah, I'm just not gonna question that. Another day, another stupid Roblox trend that somehow garners hundreds of thousands of players. This is still A Brainrot, and despite being trend-based, it is in the top 3 global player count in the entirety of the platform right now. How is it so addictive, you ask? Well, I'll tell you. Characters constantly go down a conveyor belt with you being able to purchase them as they go by. The characters then generate money like a tycoon. The more expensive the character is, the more they make. However, if you leave your base unattended, someone can steal your characters for absolutely free. I was expecting this to be a Robux feature like Steal for UGC, but no, this is just a main part of the gameplay loop. If you manage to steal from someone who has a lot of good stuff, you can get rich fast. As for the Robux products, you got your generic server luck, your starter pack, you can somehow buy an HD admin VIP pass for 5,000 Robux, which is really just cosmetic stuff, alongside the other generic VIP, 2 times money, etc. You can also buy items to assist you, but these don't save and cost money. Now, you're probably wondering, how do I defend against base invaders? Well, inside your base, there's a button you can press to lock it for 60 seconds. However, if someone has Robux, they can completely bypass this time requirement. So you need to be active at all times, even if you have it locked. As for the game's progression, there are rebirths. Get certain characters along with a certain cash requirement, and you can reset your progress for more. There are other mechanics like variants and such, however I'm not going to go into all of that to not ruin the pacing of the video. Unlike Grow a Garden though, I can definitely see the appeal. There is a constant strategy that you have to employ here. You can't even use the bathroom without risking someone invading your base. My confusion though is, how does this have 500,000 players? Like, you can't really AFK here. Stuff like trading is meaningless, there is no trading here, so how is this exactly so popular? I don't have an answer for that, but then I realized something else. This game has the exact same stud aesthetic that Grow a Garden does. And wouldn't you know it, 2 of the top 3 games on Roblox are both owned by Do Big Studios. And number 2, Brookhaven, is owned by Voldex. All the top games on Roblox are owned by corporate slop, it's so over. This game is fun, but it deserves to be more like the 1,000 to tens of thousands player range. This isn't deserving to be a top 3 game on the platform. But of course, because it's top 3, clones are bound to appear. Oh my god. Hey Biddy, can you come over here for a moment?
Sure, what's up?
Can you, like, make it so this game is less saturated, please? Oh my god, this is straining my eyes.
Okay, there. Is that good?
Much better, oh my god. Okay, so Steal a Plant is essentially the same game as Steal a Brainrot, except it has like Grow a Garden theming, I guess? Although this is kind of suspicious, because the tutorial in the starter pack says that we're getting fish, the Rebirth menu says that we're getting ores, and this is a game about getting plants. Making me think the person who made this recreation is doing this whole thing in mass and is building upon what sticks. There's also like only one plant in each rare tier, so I feel like they just pumped this version out as fast as possible. I don't know, it just feels kinda meh. Steal a Car is generally kind of similar to what we've seen, but with a few small changes. For one, there's a super special limited car for 9 Robux, which is really just one of the starter vehicles, only making slightly more money than the one that I originally got. And that if you do steal a car, you actually have to drive it back to your base, which is a pretty neat touch. Except it uses Roblox's built-in car system, which, yeah. Besides that, though, there's nothing really too special about this one. I mean, you can get a turret, but that's really it. Wow, Steal a Deadly Rails! What a totally unique concept. This game has a limited stock 800 Robux unstealable character here. I originally thought that was a Robux exclusive, but I then realized that every single zombie has a 1 in 10 chance for you to just not be able to steal it. Which is interesting, cause the entire point is being able to steal things. If you just got a full group of unstealables, then that kinda defeats the point. You also move like abysmally slow when stealing things, by the way. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, but in all of these games, the characters have to walk to your base while others can bid on it and steal it as you're purchasing it by purchasing it themselves. The unstealable mechanic's interesting, but besides that, it's literally just Steal a Brainrot but with Dead Rails characters. Steal a meme, huh? Hopefully you know what doesn't show up. Huh, that actually worked. This game implemented a forever pack, but I only really see cash in it. I also think I joined in during an event because like every single meme here is on fire.
Wait a minute, they added gambling to this game with a Robux crate?
Well, wouldn't hurt to try it out, would it? And I got Tim Cheese.
Okay, Star, they have to be making some of these up. What the hell is a Tim Cheese?
This game, again, is pretty much the same except with limited stock Robux items and like 100% mythical chests. So far, we haven't really seen anything that's innovated the formula by too much. In Steal a Game, instead of stealing characters, you steal personified games, kinda, like just characters based on games? Stuff like Brainrot Evolution being the shark with feet.
Why the heck does Dandy's World have a man face?
You ask me that like you expect me to know the answer. You got the typical please donate, Tower of Hell, Forsaken, Piggy, etc. A playtime rewards bonus like simulators, and that's about it. Who would have thought that it's the exact same game? This next game is called Steal a Toilet. 3, 2, 1...
Skibbity toilet?
Unfortunately, Starism, these are not skibbity toilets, only normal ones.
That's enough for me! I can use my imagination!
Amazing. This game actually has the unique feature of being able to upgrade certain slots which give multipliers for cash. And these aren't instant, you gotta wait. Unless you pay Robux, which is probably why this feature was made.
Maybe if we play long enough, we'll unlock the skip.
No. Now, Gubby is this, like, character meme. basically that's like tied to Forsaken due to it being in that general fandom. I personally like the little guy, but this game is just obviously taking advantage of it. For one, you have AI generated assets, how cool. They also somehow implemented exclusive eggs into this, in which, like, why? You lose all of them on rebirth. The fact you also need a legendary for your first rebirth is just kinda eh.
So it's just Steal a Brainrot, except with Forsaken characters shaped like bunnies.
Essentially, yeah. Okay, so when I first saw this game, I was confused, because I don't know what the heck a Labubu is.
Oh, you've never heard of a Labubu? It's the new hit toy!
Fitty? I knew that you're, like, a businessman, but, like, come on, isn't this stooping a little bit low for you?
You're funny! I don't have a low!
Yeah, I can tell.
Apparently a Labubu is like some Chinese toy brand that caught on a few months back.
Well, makes sense that someone would like to capitalize off of that. Especially with like a chicken jockey Labubu. This game also has its placeholder assets right out in the open. Wow, how professional. Okay, at this point, basically anything goes, because this is still a character, where copyright does not exist, apparently. You got Among Us, Peppa Pig, Phineas. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if by the time this video goes up, the game gets taken down.
Say, wanna pay 99 Robux to roll a character?
Sure, why not? And I got Freddy Fazbear, huh? Yeah, based on the fact that the limited item has like -3 days on its timer, I think it's a bit of a scam. And if it isn't a scam, it's not really worth it nevertheless.
Ooh, boys! Sprunkies!
Why is a Rainbow Friends character here? You know, now that I think about it, isn't this game oddly familiar? This is literally just the same exact game as Steal a Gubby, but it looks slightly different. Like, it has the same map, same everything, same studio. All this genre really is just the same thing over and over again. Collect stuff from the conveyor or steal from other players if you can, and if their base is locked, unlock it with Robux. Go back and then do everything again by rebirthing. Yeah, it's a novel concept, but it didn't deserve to be this popular. And because it is, now everyone's copying it. Whatever, I'm sure the game will die in like 3 months. And with it, probably the genre and a few more. It's just pretty crazy to me how repetitive this whole thing is. Anyways, I'm just gonna head on home now. Huh, everyone's in the same room again. The last time this happened, Fitty went ahead and said that,
I have something to tell you all!
were you just following up my thought, or?
Nope! It's time for another Roblox event!
Great, another one. Okay, so maybe the Hunt Mega Edition was like kinda decent compared to stuff like the Haunt. You know anything about this one?
1,000 games!
You mean like...
Star, I don't think there's any other way this could be interpreted.
No, that's impossible. Roblox physically cannot have 1,000 games in an event.
You really think so, huh?
1,000 games? That's so much stimulation!
Okay, hang on. We're not doing 1,000 games. Are you kidding me? What event even is this?
It's called... The Hack.